Hi guys, it's Alec here. Okay, I'm going to show you guys very important principle that we've learned at my BI over the years on usage of documents inside of your Pastel database. So here I've got open a purchase order, which ultimately is one of the documents available for you when you want to issue documents to any of your suppliers. Okay, so something always important to know is you have to study your whole document, and each field has value that ultimately many people miss. Okay, so I'm going to take you through something here. I want to just order something from supplier one. I want to order one of the items, item two. Okay, so the first thing here is, do I want to make it inclusive or exclusive? All right, so that you have to tick on or off before you hit the detail lines. By the way, it's called a header. Anything in the yellow block here around this white block and up to here, obviously, is seen as the header of this document. This is seen as the lines. That's also why it's called history headers and history lines inside of the PSQL table database or your actual PSQL database. Right. So first thing is, do I want it inclusive or exclusive? Okay. So I've already populated here, but it actually comes in empty. So if I go 001, it calls in the addresses over here. Those addresses are the addresses that are that are actually linked inside of your supplier accounts. That automatically populates from the physical addresses that are loaded in here. So if I go and I say search for me S001, it's the second line there, and you'll see it says street one, suburb one, town one, which it says here as well, street one, suburb one, town one. Fine. Now I'm going to say I just want to order something. So that's the first kind of field that usually needs to be populated. So let's say I wanted to order this, and this is the 1st of December. Um, then the next one is the order confirmation. This is quite an important field just for referencing the overall document, because when you're going to call it up like this, you want to look at all your open purchase orders. This is one I've got open here, and then the second one that I'm actually issuing now will also populate in here. It's still shown as global over here. Global means it hasn't yet started the document numbering. Once I go into the details environment, you'll see that populate. Right. So now I want to see some kind of an order. This order here helps me just to make sure I can quickly reference this document. So I'm just going to give this. Okay, it's obviously gone. It didn't even create it. So because I went into that field, it just jumped back to this is an open field. So now I'm just creating it again. Okay, so as we said, 1st of December, the order reference. Let's take this as item 002. Okay. Now here's important fields. You can either provide a discount on the entire document. That's where you load it, or you can load it per line over here, and that's this field over here. So if you want to say it's a 5 or 10% discount across the entire document, that's where you load it. Next one, what are the terms? All right, so the terms over this actually populates also from the master file, but you can change that over here. Then this field often is overlooked. It's a great field. This is the expected delivery date. Now why I love this is if you're going to be in a procurement department and you want to start managing your open purchase orders and follow up on what should be coming in, this is the field you want to really use and want to look at, because this makes this a live document, something you can predict and forecast and say when you want to give feedback to management or your sales team when things are going to come in or expected to come in. This is the field that you can you can use to extract that data. Okay, so I'm just going to say I'm expecting this to come in 2 weeks from the date of the order. So that would be the 15th of December. Fine. Okay, what I want to order. Okay, I just it's item number 2, as I said there. I think it's 002, but let's just check this. Just 02. Okay, so I'm just going to say item 02. All right, that's what I want to order. So it populates your previous price that you paid for this. So we'll have a look at that just now. Just want to change this to 02. Okay, so Have a look at this label there. I just went to the second line here. Did you see? Immediately once I went onto the second line, only at that point, it took this document as an official document. So now when I go into this screen again, you'll see there are now two documents. So always important to know, when does it actually populate? It's not when you're on the first line. It's only when you actually go over to the second line that this becomes an official document that goes into your history headers and gives it a number, and then you can't, it's inside of your database. Right. So then obviously the other fields that I just want to quickly scroll over. This is a description field, 40 characters, alphanumeric special can go in here. Projects, okay, that's not a field you can type in. That's you need to select. It's similar to code. That's your project's environment. A project code goes in there. And this is quite a special field as well. It's the unit of measure. This is a 4 open character field, 4 text open character, special, alphanumeric, and special and special character. So it means you can actually type in a underscore 1 2 there. Oh, I didn't go straight back. A underscore 1 2. This 1 2. There we go. And it can take anything. But what's quite nice about it, I'm just going to go back to KG. What's nice about it is that makes it quite open for any kind of data scientist. You can use that field for great data logic and cool analysis. So be aware of it. Okay, next one, obviously your quantity field. I love items. The for code is just so much better because that gives you two different options. I can now say I want to order units, items, at a certain quantity of them. Unit of measures open for me. So I want to order, let's say, 10,000 units at a price of 200 Rand per unit, versus me going for, many people go for the 6 code, and then they want to post this directly to their GL. I don't like it because it makes data very flat. Let's say, for instance, to that account, you'll see it immediately takes away your ability to process against unit. So you don't get that, and you lose your ability to process as quantity. So this into your database, into your GL, it just goes as a 1 times whatever you post in here, um, which makes it super flat data. You can't actually do any analysis on that. You can only say what was the Rand value, but you can't say how many I bought, what is the price per unit, etc. That's the two options you've got, obviously. The rest of the fields are similar. That's still a 40-character field. Still, you can link to projects, and you still have your tax one open. You don't even have your discount percentage open, because it says, well, what is the price? What are you paying? So discount doesn't make sense in that case. Okay, well, I think that's something obviously to take into consideration, is know your fields and don't just overlook them. You'll see there are some fields over here as well. I didn't even touch on them now. Also great to know about. There are 3 message fields here at the bottom. Also fantastic to know about. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.